Americans. The marches were nearly 20 years apart. The first march was proposed in 1941 by A. Philip Randolph, but got canceled due to the fact that President Franklin D. Roosevelt showed little interest about the situation. The march was postponed until 1963 and was chaired again by A. Philip Randolph and was organized by his associate Bayard Rustin. This march was organized for jobs and freedom. More than 200,000 black and white Americans attended. This marked the 100th year of the Emancipation Proclamation, and Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, "I Have a Dream," was given on the steps of Lincoln Memorial.
The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People and the Southern Christian Leaderships of Conference brought together blacks and whites across the country. They elaborated what they thought was right and made agreements. John Lewis made a speech which reflected on what he thought should happen with the situation. The Fair Employment Practice Committee. The committee investigated charges for racial discrimination, and the Effect March in Washington was canceled in 1941. Almost 2 million blacks were employed in defense work by the end of 1944.
Okay,
we drew like signs for the protest, because they wanted jobs for black and white. And then here's a picture of them coming together at the Lincoln Memorial, and then a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. giving his "I Have a Dream" speech.
Okay, this photo shows people with signs that say that we march for jobs for all, and some other signs. And almost all women and men are wearing suits, or dressy clothes, because they're going to, they're just marching for freedom. And then there's all these trees, and you could tell it's a sunny day right here. And some people are wearing sunglasses as well. And then in their faces I could see passion, because they all look all happy because they're marching for freedom. And then their signs speak with authority that tell people that they want what they want. And they want to be treated equal, because they were being treated really bad, and so they wanted to be equal. And I feel that this march played a key role in the American civil rights movement, because this is where it all started, and this is where Martin Luther King gave his speech. And then the questions for this is, where are they walking to? Because I don't know if they're in the Lincoln Memorial. And then, how did the government react to this march? It was a pretty big march. That's it.
Are any quick questions from the group? So someone over here, maybe here.
Garrett?
Why do they have all the signs?
Because they're telling the government, hey, we want jobs for all, and they just want to be free because they don't like being treated bad.
And Robert has a question.
Robert.
Who was president at the time?
Huh?
Who was president?
I think it was John F. Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
Very good. All right, round of applause.